dimanche après-midi. Donc là, c'est un peu plus détente, où c'est moins la soir. Là, c'est juste un petit stream pour se détendre. C'est Bastion, un petit jeu de plateforme, tout sympa, que je pense que vous avez déjà entendu parler. Donc voilà, je commence. C'est mon chapeau. Voilà. On se moque pas. Hop, voilà, c'est parti. Alors là, je ne serais pas pour le sous-titrer ça.
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing away. He don't stop to wonder why. Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion. He sees what's left of the rippling walls, years of work undone in an instant, in the calamity. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Fella got a piece of him, though. An old repeater falls out of the sky. Ain't a gift from the gods, but it'll have to do. Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber. Kid just rages for a while. Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting. Sometimes you just need a drink.
Oui, c'est vrai, et de l'eau.
A school of squirts tunnels up around him. Must have fled here from the mines. Kid finds a memento from a girl he knew. Always used to fancy her. It's a wonder the old saloon's still standing. Used to have the nicest view. He sets foot inside one of Zealandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did. Then Kid finds his trusty shield. The security takes him for a petty thief. Special delivery. Gas fellas. Windbags start turning up for last call. Squirts start coming out of the woodwork. Them windbags are playing for keeps. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid. Kid don't go down that easy. Kid sees the way to the bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop. He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke. Kid spies a good perch for some target practice. He knows he should draw the string all the way back. Right back at you. Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid. Up a few pointers from a dusty old tome. He's a mighty fast learner. Bad time to run out of black tonic. And then he falls to his death. I'm just fooling.
Mission étant la mort du plaisant. Eh ben oui, parce qu'il ne meurt jamais.
He finds the distillery right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man.
Cidre gicleur. Hey, la forme de embrassis. Comme ça. Et ça.
The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
Alors, oui, j'ai tout ça. Plié.
Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins. ferry barge sends the kid on his way.
Dégage.
The bastion's real close now. Kid better watch his step.
Oui, je sais que tu vas sur la liste. Ah, mais il y en a trop. C'est quoi ça?
Kid takes a chunk of alloy. Smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air. Scumbags. Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did.
Oui, bah tu sais, j'aurais pas dû faire ça. Oh, c'est compliqué.
Kid puts him out of his misery. Robs a scumbag of his last meal.
Je vais lever ma caméra, on voit rien, je suppose. Alors, on fait là. Je vais enlever ma caméra. Hop, c'est mieux. Hop. Alors.
He finds the core to the wharf district. He steals the city's heart. Might as well.
Oui, moi aussi, je trouve qu'il a raison.
Kid has a feeling he better get a move on. The place is starting to fall. Down he goes. Down toward the bastion. Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another.
Il trouve quelqu'un d'autre.
He finds
Je
me.
le trouve. Moi, le narrateur de ce jeu. Alors,
We talk for a spell. There's a bit of the bastion's power in that crest, enough to point the way to the cores.
désolé. Vous me disiez donc. Alors.
All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there, then watch. just like that, the bastion comes alive. Starts growing again, growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown. I try to let the kid down gently. This is the bastion, all right, except no one else showed up. Kid ponders what to build. The bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to. Ain't much kid can't handle with hammer and bow in hand. Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him. The Skyway. Now the kid can ride the wind in the distant lands.
C'est pas nouveau, nouvelle localité. On va mettre ça plutôt. Voie de liqueur pour obtenir un bonus de passage.
Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong. Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one? He heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time. Kid ain't ever seen an elephant squirt before. Kid ain't about to pass out in the middle of the workman ward. Hopes he'll never see one again. They say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed. Squirts don't make the best of friends, but they can be useful in a pinch. No sign of the core here. At least the kid got something for his trouble. Keeps telling himself he better watch his step. scumbag can digest just about anything. Except for this. It's quick for slicing and light enough to throw. Them squirts just don't know when to quit. He heads for the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge.
Laisse-moi tranquille. C'est trop mal, lui. Dégage, là.
Somehow that old forge is still standing.
Laisse-moi tranquille. Y arriver, oui.
Inside the forge, Key can fine-tune those instruments of his. Kid's lifelong friends looking fit to keep on fighting. Core ain't here neither, so he's gotta guess again.
Je me fais réclamer.
The rest of the path is gone for good, and his city crest won't bring it back. Odd place to find the likes of Percy the Snitch.
Dégage-la, s'il te plaît. Merci.
Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock. Try as he might. Time to get what he came for and get on out. He heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time. Kid ain't ever seen an elephant squirt before. Hopes he'll never see one again. They say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed. No sign of the core here. At least the kid got something for his trouble. Scumbag can digest just about anything. Except for this. It's quick for slicing and light enough to throw. Them squirts just don't know when to quit. He heads for the biggest dump in town, Scumbag Alley. Some scumbag still feeding off the city's own trash. And there he is, the oldest scumbag of them all, Gershel. disposition. Kid cuts up Gershel like a pineapple. Paul scumbag didn't feel a thing. The rest of the path is gone for good, and his city crest won't bring it back. No core, no surprise. Likely gas fellas are hiding it from him. He heads for the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge. They ain't pleased. No coal or alloy left to pay him for their efforts. Inside the forge, Key can fine-tune those instruments of his. The little Zolwood oil on that blade shines like a light. Kid's lifelong friends looking fit to keep on fighting. Core ain't here neither, so he's gotta guess again. Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock. Kid ain't about to pass out in the middle of the workman ward. Know why gas fellas all dress alike? Kid's wondering the same thing. And there it is, but it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman's keeping his fellas in check, almost like he's showboating for the crowd. Try as he might.
Il y en a trop. Qu'est-ce que je fais quoi? Ouf.
Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock. Know why gas fellas all dress alike? Kids wondering the same thing. And there it is, but it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman's keeping his fellas in check, almost like he's showboating for the crowd. Kid ain't about to pass out in the middle of the workman ward. And now there's a new marshal in town. He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. Might as well check the other side streets before leaving this hole. Keeps telling himself he better watch his step.
Punaise, punaise. Ah non, je voulais pas faire... Ah punaise, je vais faire le perfecteur. C'est cool. Alors...
Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock. Know why gas fellas all dress alike? Kids wondering the same thing. And there it is, but it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman's keeping his fellas in check, almost like he's showboating for the crowd.
C'est pas.
Kid ain't about to pass out in the middle of the workman ward. And now there's a new marshal in town.
Vous êtes mon seigneur. Alors.
He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. Might as well check the other side streets before leaving this hole. He heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time. He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it. Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next.
Distillerie, j'ai déjà la forge.
A lot of things need fixing up in this world, and we can start right here. Kid's lifelong friends looking fit to keep on fighting.
Quelle heure il est, mes amis? Alors. Encore un peu de temps.
Picked up traces of other cores while the kid was out.
Oula, où je sais que je peux aller. Alors. Ferme, choisis.
Couples used to walk the sundown path. Kid ain't here for pleasure, though. But then somebody gets to the core before the kid. Floor starts giving way under the lightest step. A single panic squirt could bring the whole place down. So could a reckless kid, for that matter. Fragments of the old world rain from the sky. Stray valuables are lying everywhere. Well, the path ain't exactly open to visitors no more. Security's all fired up. He gets the wind knocked right out of him. Puts up quite an effort, but it's sundown for the kid. Kid's been down the path enough times that it's feeling real familiar. But then, quick and careful is the only way to go. Somebody gets to the core before the kid. Floor starts giving way under the lightest step. A single panic squirt could bring the whole place down. So could a reckless kid, for that matter. Fragments of the old world rain from the sky. Well, the path ain't exactly open to visitors no more. Security's all fired up. See, the path was intended for leisurely strolling and such. Sky bridges link the path together. One of them bridges whips the kid along. Air travel always was an iffy proposition. But calamity changed everything, even where the wind blows. Well, if we mastered the winds in the old days, we can do it again. But the question is, who else could have taken the core? Well, ain't no survivor stole the thing. He gets the wind knocked right out of him. Scumbag ate it by mistake. Unlike the kid, that core ain't coming back. No, they used to ship live munitions down the path. Find time to find them. He's wise to toss those things plenty far away. Even gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time. They get real cranky when you wake them up. In all this toil, Kid keeps coming back to an overwhelming question. Who else could have survived the calamity? So he didn't find the core that time, but that ain't about to stop us.
Il n'y a même pas le narrateur. Ah si. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
The windbags used to be alright. Then the calamity took the floor out from under him. Ain't always much to say.
Je n'ai pas grand-chose à dire. Grenade à main, ouh, ça m'intéresse.
In better days, the melting pot was sealed tighter than the skin on a squirt.
J'adore.
Of all the plans to survive the calamity, it had to be stab weeds.
C'est des bombes. Cool.
Blasted things hurt like a broken heart. If there's a core, he figures it ought to be deeper down. Core's stuck inside one of those fancy cages. He throws a switch. Now what could possibly go wrong? Quite a bit, as it turns out. The cage starts lifting from the core ever so slow. All Kid can do is wait. Shipments start falling in. Not every squirt's born bad. Some spring to the kid's defense. Judging by the movement of the cage, it's gonna take a little while. He's hurting, but he's gotta hold out just a little longer. Even some gas fellas take his corner. Heard he'd pop that mean old foreman. At this rate, maybe 5 more minutes, maybe 30, hard to tell. It all proves more than the kid can handle. They tied it up at the melting pot when they heard the kid was coming back. Of all the plans to survive the calamity, it had to be stab weeds. If there's a core, he figures it ought to be deeper down. Core's stuck inside one of those fancy cages. Some of the stuff lying around is downright dangerous. Ain't no easy way out of this mess. He throws a switch. Now what could possibly go wrong? Quite a bit, as it turns out. The cage starts lifting from the core ever so slow. All Kid can do is wait. Shipments start falling in. Not every squirt's born bad. Some spring to the kid's defense. Judging by the movement of the cage, it's gonna take a little while. scumbags don't take kindly to interlopers. Even some gas fellas take his corner. Heard it pop that mean old foreman. At this rate, maybe 5 more minutes, maybe 30, hard to tell. Squirts get real territorial around the core. Then a shipment of free samples shows up. One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy. It ain't all bad, as the kid finds some spices from the motherland, tax-free. It's a troublesome scene to be sure. Moments left, and the core goes free. 10, 9, 8, 7. We give or take a few seconds. Finally, the core's within reach. And done. He's got it. Just gotta get to the nearest barge.
Désolée. Oh, trop dur. J'avais une... Attends. Ignorer. Désolée, c'est mon alarme. Alors, reprendre. Voilà. Chercher là.
I still remember the look on his face after that one. The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started.
Qu'est-ce que je mets là?